Hello and welcome back to Bloodborne, where we are just hanging out in Yarnum mostly. Yeah, not really much going on just yet. We have killed the cleric beast, so our next stop is going to be down in the sewers. And we got killed down there by rats. Though, honestly, I'm willing to attribute the death more to geometry than to rats. Simply because I ended up dodging against a small wooden post that I could not, in fact, dodge through, despite really wanting to. Anyway, let's run past these guys again. Thankfully, they don't follow too far. And here we go. We'll actually take the ladder this time. Oh, hello. Didn't expect to see you following me all the way here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I was thinking it could be. Let's drop down here in hopes that that thing won't end up down here with us. Nice try, buddy. Ooh, he's almost dead. Looks like that lycanthrope is not, in fact, joining us. That's good. Wouldn't want it to. Because getting extra lycanthropes is generally a pretty easy way to get yourself killed. Okay, you hurt more. It is nice being able to get your health back simply by hitting the guys. No thanks. Of course, there is a limit. It's called your rally potential. Though later on we'll get access to a rune, which I guess you could describe runes as the rings of this game. We'll get access to one that makes it so that when we do visceral attacks, we actually recover a fair bit of health. It's one of my favorite runes to use. Because, well, it makes you need to use fewer blood vials. And you can combine it with the one that makes viscerals also increase your bullet stock. But I personally don't use that one, because you can turn health into bullets. I don't do it too often, but it can be done. Oh, I see that rat stole our soul, or our blood echoes, rather. Go away. Thanks for giving my echoes back, you little jerk. Okay, who's gonna get here first? Well, at least we killed the bigger guy early. There we are. And now we can explore everything here. Okay, everything explored. Yeah, pretty sure that's all there is. Here's the post that we died against, I think. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it was a different one. Oh, fine. Always worth it to attack a little bit after they die. Because you can still get that little bit of recovery. And there you go, buddy. Kind of annoys me that it breaks your lock after doing a visceral attack, whether or not the enemy dies. And that item down there is a trap. But that's okay. It's not a really nasty trap. And I barely landed on this. Gotta try and land on the beams to not take falling damage. Alright, so let's do a jump attack. Yeah, these guys are very much alive. They just don't aggro till you get close enough. And I think you gotta be in front of them for them to actually wake up. Though apparently this one woke up without us having been in front of it. Having our weapon transform does let us get some more distance, which can help. Don't know why I did a jump attack instead of a charged heavy. Charged heavy is better. Oh, I see that guy over there might want some action. Okay. Yeah, looks like that's all the stuff here. Now we can go up there, but I think we'd actually be... Well, actually, hang on. There is a shortcut we can open up by going up here, so I may as well do that. And we'll come into this part of the sewer from the other side later. Not just yet, though. Okay, so to the left we've got one of those Frankenstein's monster type of deals. And over here we've got crows. Which make very uncrow-like noises when they're attacking. Seriously. Okay. Oh, Madman's knowledge. Let's just use those as we find them. Why not? That'll make the game a little bit more difficult. And also, I've pretty much decided at this point that what I'm doing to differentiate this run from my first run is keeping my insight as high as I can, and also not using any of the weapons I used the first time through.
Wretched outsider. Trying to fool me to open this door.
I'm not trying to fool nobody.
Heavens, the depths of depravity. Wretched outside of heaven.
And besides, what's wrong with opening it and then immediately closing it again? So let's see if we can get close enough to this guy that we can... Pow! Show him a bad time. And that door is worthless. But this ladder is not. Hello.
Who are you?
I'm a hunter.
I don't know your voice, but I know that smell. Are you a hunter?
Yep.
Can you please go look for my mum?
Sure.
She never came back from the hunt, and she went to find him, but now she's gone too.
Oh no.
I'm all alone and scared. Really? Oh, thank you. My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, I mustn't forget. If you find my mum, give her this music box. It plays one of Daddy's favourite songs, and when Daddy forgets us, we play it for him so he remembers. Mum's so silly running off without it. My mum wears, oh, it's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, and if you find her, please.
Alright. So, let's go ahead and put our music box here, where it's easy to get to, but not always in my face. And now we've got this shortcut open, so we can get to this side of the sewers easily. But we're not going through the shortcut right now, we're going back down. Because we've got another shortcut to open up. So, down we go. And once more. I feel like these guys are in different places than I originally killed them. Is there anything over here? Looks like no. I don't know. Am I in the know? I mean, I know that there's nothing over there. Okay, so those crows are going to be jerks. Yep, beware of bird is right. And then these guys also wish to be jerks. Have fun vomiting, guy. Okay. And there go the birds, or at least one of them. Bird? There you go. And other bird. Okay, let's investigate this little side bit here. Oh, inquisitiveness indeed. Thankfully, in this game, illusory walls aren't a thing outside of Chalice dungeons. So, you don't really gotta worry about there being any unseen paths. It's just a matter of getting the paths, or following the paths that are difficult to see, if there are any. Which honestly I do prefer not having illusory walls, because you never have to worry about whether or not you're missing something simply because it was completely invisible. If you've got confidence in yourself, then you never feel like you're missing a path. Ooh, a bold hunter's mark. Yeah, I remember ambush. Hello, birds. I said hello, birds. There they go. And hello to you too. Okay, so going up on this side is not what we want to do. It does get us closer to the shortcut, but it's not where we want to be. We want to go through this pig. And now we get to do something unpleasant. Yeah. And it wasn't even lethal. Pigs are nice. They always drop blood vials. Oh, and we got the Saw Hunter badge. So, one of my first accidental deaths, not from getting killed, was I was just running down this path and didn't stop short of this hole. So I can speak from experience, that hole is a lethal drop. It's one of those where you don't hit the bottom, you just die. Alrighty. So we go up here. Big fella pushes the thing. Those guys get killed by it. Well, apparently he only had 1 HP left after pushing the thing. I mean, I know it gets set on fire and often does damage to him, but there's no way my blunderbuss should have done that to him. But anyway, had we come up the other ladder, we would have had to deal with that pack of guys instead of letting that guy push his ball to kill them. And I'd much rather let another enemy do the work for me. And with this, we'll open up a much better shortcut to get to this area. As we're covered in a lovely mix of red and green blood. Yeah, this shortcut is quite nice. Because basically, you fight your way through these two jerks, and then you're at the lantern. But I don't want to deal with them right now. Because I've nothing to gain except more blood vials. which are pretty nice, but I don't feel like getting into extra fights right now. So now we'll go this way. And we'll make our way to our second boss. Certainly nice and quick. 2 bosses this early on is actually pretty unique amongst my playthroughs. Alright, getting rid of this jerk. Thankfully in this game you are completely invincible during a visceral attack. Ow. Forgot you had that reach. Okay. I didn't have to fight these guys, and I won't be fighting them if Gascoigne ends up killing me. But I did want this item, because I like getting items. And now, for the boss that really tries to teach you how to parry things.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
Yeah. The first time I fought Gascoigne on my first file, I actually killed him in one go. Which is something that I have never been able to repeat, but I feel like the main reason I had done it is because I had just been practicing parrying. So I ended up parrying basically everything he tried.
Blood. Oh, it seems to me it's enough to make a man sick.
Okay. He's gonna transform soon. Ow. And once he transforms, he becomes much more difficult to parry. Ow. Apparently I've lost the hang of it. Quit shooting at me. I said quit it. We're basically just having a gun duel. No, why do you gotta keep hitting me right as I manage to parry? Ow. I was doing really well in the beginning. Yeah. It always makes me sad that I've never been able to repeat my feat of killing him on the first encounter of a file. But whatever. We can get back there nice and quickly. First, we kill this gent. What hurt me? Then we kill these 2 fellas. Let's go ahead and get some extra bullets for it. Because we know they're going to repay us the blood vials. It's 100% drop rate. For more than one. So yeah. Got some spare bullets going on. Then we pull this. Get that elevator to come up its tiny way. Like, seriously, the fall would barely even hurt us, but they give us an elevator instead of like a stairway behind a door or anything. And then, instead of going left and fighting the guys, we head back down and we fight the pig again. To get more blood vials, and to have an easier time with the gaggle of goons. And we play with this pig again. Disgusting. There we are. Hooray, blood vials. Okay. We could just go straight for Gascoigne without dealing with the giant over here and his little buddy. But I think we are going to fight them anyway. Just to make sure. Oh, hey. You didn't take any damage. And you didn't get blown to smithereens by my blunderbuss. Sad. Not seeing any items dropped by the guys over there, and even if they did, it would probably just be bullets. Which are nice, but I only so rarely run out of them. So, we'll just go straight for Gascoigne. Problem with keeping your distance is he shoots you. So, where are our echoes? Because I want them. Where did I die? Because I know bosses don't get to steal your echoes like normal enemies do. Also, why does his blunderbuss do so much more damage to me than mine does to him? No, this isn't it. There they are. Need to get used to spotting those again. Apparently you can't actually parry a jump attack. And while he's down, let's do this. Or let's get hit. I was trying to follow up the bullet getting with a blood vial, because that's usually the way to do it. Okay, we're into his transformed weapon phase. Aw, why didn't I? I guess I took just a frame or two too long for the visceral. Ow. Whoa there, buddy. You could kill a man with that. Okay. There you go. He's gonna transform real soon. Okay. Ah, here it is. So now that he's transformed, let's play the tiny music box. Gives us a little opening. Okay. Let's stop dodging against graves. That doesn't help anyone, especially not me. And there we go. Hooray, Gascoigne down. Lamp lit. Not gonna make use of it just yet because there's no enemies between us and the next lamp. So I am gonna use one blood vial just to make sure that this fall we're about to take isn't going to damage us enough to be lethal. I was overly concerned there. So, unfortunately, that red jeweled brooch does in fact belong to the mother of the girl we spoke to. And we could return it to her, but that causes her to basically sink into despair and, well, die. And she dies a crying mess that way. Or we could say that, you know, we found her father, he was a jerk, but we didn't find her mother. And that causes her to to have a little hope that her mother's still alive, so she goes out looking for her mother and gets killed. There's no way to save her, basically. It's really sad. But it's tough to say which way's better. Though actually, the one where she dies of grief, it's not actually the grief that kills her, but something else. And yeah, neither way is particularly pleasant, so I'm always at a loss as to, you know, which one to do. Because they're both bad. Oh-ho. But I think I'm going to go ahead and just smash open the pendant to get at what's inside. Certainly the more lucrative path. And now we can actually make use of that blood gem we just got. And then we can open this door to get a cutscene. My clothes are much cleaner in this cutscene than they were in-game. Hey, buddy.
Oh, you must be a hunter.
Yeah.
Very sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does, always has, you know, since forever. But it won't end nicely, not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going bad. The screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts, none of them's too uncommon now. Yarnum's done for, tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about them, tell them about this here Erden chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell them to come on over.
Will do.
If you wouldn't mind.
This fella's one of the few purely nice people in the entire game. All he wants is to see people safely through the night. And get a little bit of pride for himself at having provided them this safe haven, but still.
I know I shouldn't be asking you, but if you happen upon someone while hunting, if they seem worth it, oh, and I do sincerely hope they are. I know
Okay. So let's go ahead and give this a light. And then we can't open this just yet because it's closed. And let's actually head on back so we can spend our blood echoes. Want to get me that Kirk hammer because I've never used it before. For more than just seeing what its animations were. So, what do I have as far as cold blood dew goes? I've got plenty, so I might be able to get the Kirk hammer and the key. If I can get to 13k blood echoes. Might fall just short. Okay, no, I won't. Good. I should have used multiple. That makes life easier. Excellent. So yeah, with the Saw Hunter badge, I can also buy these. But no, we want the Kirk hammer. And then we want the Hunter Chief emblem. And thus we are pretty much good to go. I think once I get to the Old Hunters DLC, I will acquire and swap over to the Moonlight Greatsword, simply because I never really got much of a chance to use it, and it looks cool. But for now, this here Kirk hammer is both equipable and delightful. Oh, I love that sound when you slot the thing in. And now we can add in that blood gem we just got. Or no, we can't, because we need to upgrade the thing more. Right, you need to upgrade them to open the slots. But yeah. See, now, instead of... oh, wow, that is slow. I think it's slower than Ludwig's Holy Blade. But it does do some hefty damage. Which is why I wanted it. And actually, that's going to be it for this episode. Join us next time when we tie up a few loose ends in Yarnum. And then we'll start exploring the Cathedral District. See you then, friends.